In this video, we're going to talk about the 3 questions that you need to know the answer to before you get ready to sell your house. How's it going? It's Zap Martin with the Martin Group at Big Block Realty. I want to make this video to answer the question, I want to sell my house, now what? I made a video earlier that talked about the 4 things that you need to consider as you're thinking about selling your house. Timeline, your house size, style, and condition, the location of your house, and then the 3 questions that every seller needs to know before they sell their house. So this video is part 2 of a 2-series video. Go check out the first video if you haven't seen it yet. But in this video, we're going to talk about the 3 questions that you need to know the answer to before you get ready to sell your house. So question number 1 that every seller needs to know the answer to is, how much is my home worth? How much is my home worth, right? What's tough about this is, I think about wedding rings, right? I bought my wife a wedding ring and I spent, a few $1,000s on the wedding ring and gave her the wedding ring. And even though I spent a few $1,000s on her wedding ring and gave it to her, the value to her is probably even more than a few $1,000s because it's her only wedding ring and I'm the only husband she's ever had and will ever have. So it's really valuable to her. But if she were to lose her ring or she were to try to maybe sell her ring, it's not going to be as valuable to you because it doesn't have that sentimental value that it does to her, right? So similarly, your house may be worth more in your mind. Certainly all the houses I've sold are worth a whole lot more in my mind than they were to the general public because my house has sentimental value, right? I worked hard on redoing the floors or painting or decorating or landscaping or, memories that my family had in my house, right? So what's real important that one thing we do is we determine how much your home is worth through a tried and true strategy of doing comparable property analysis, comparable market analysis to see what similar homes in your neighborhood, similar homes that are your size and style and your condition are selling for at the current time. And we can really be confident in coming up with a home value. So we'll talk through that process with you so that you can understand exactly how much your home is worth. But that's one of the most important questions that you need to know as a home seller. The second important question that you need to know is, how long will it take to sell? Right? How long will it take to sell? So this is a very important question. Again, we use market analysis to take a look at how long it will take to sell. What's cool is that we have a little bit of influence on the speed of sale. So for example, I've had houses that I've sold that I own that I'm in a hurry to sell. I'm in a hurry to sell it. It's a nice house, it's real clean, but I'm in a hurry to sell it. So one trick I do is I lower the price, the listing price slightly below market value so I can get more attention fast and have a bunch of people looking at it and interested in it and making offers, right? I always say that I'd rather have 100 people looking at my house to make an offer than just one person looking at it, because I've priced it perfectly so that 100 people are looking versus I priced it so high only one person looks, right? Because then if only one person looks, then I'm stuck with that one person's offer. If 100 people look, then I got 100 different potential people that are interested. So how long will it take to sell? We'll talk through the strategy of how to price the house right, and so that we can determine exactly how long it will take to sell your house. And the third thing that every seller should know, and every seller should know the answer to, is, what, Zap, will you do to sell my house? Right? What will you do to sell my house? And so I want to sit down and talk with you about all the things we do to sell your house. We start thinking about selling your house the minute you tell us you want to sell your house. And if you didn't see my first video about timeline, whether you're looking to sell your house a year from now or a month from now, we immediately go into action and start strategically planning about the things we need to do to sell your home. So We have a long laundry list, and I can share it with you, of things we do, but it's all strategic. It's all based around your timeline, your size and style of house, the condition of your house, and the location of your house to get your house sold at the price that works for you, and in the timeline that works for you, and with ease for you. So these are the 3 most important questions that you need to know as a seller. How much money is my home worth? How long will it take to sell? And what will you do, Zap, to sell my house? So love to chat with you more in detail about these things. If you're thinking about selling, please give me a call, let me know. We'll sit down and talk through all of these strategies with you. Talk to you soon.